Hey everyone, it's technology expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about how you can take a digital detox or disconnect from your technology, especially since we're dealing with Global Day of Unplugging. Now, every year in the first full weekend of March, Global Day of Unplugging occurs, and it this year it will take place from March 7th from sundown to March 8th sundown. And the whole idea from Digital Day or Global Day of Unplugging is to take a digital detox and completely disconnect from all technology for a 24-hour period. Now, in today's digital world, that is almost unrealistic, but it is a good idea to get in the habit of making sure that you are disconnecting from your technology on a regular basis. The challenge is that when we are dealing in our digital world, we're doom scrolling, we're doing stuff, and we're constantly connected to our technology devices, which can have some adverse effects as far as our health. Things like too much blue light can cause issues with technology, as well as our sleep patterns are disrupted from, I think I just said that, blue light. That's a problem. But also sleeplessness caused by blue light and just irritability from technology addiction, which is why that we should take a break from our technology devices. Now, rather than unplugging for a whole 24-hour period, you just need to get into a mental mindset of, well, golly, let's make sure that I'm doing things in order to make sure that I can set my phone down and make sure that am in a good headspace when it comes to my technology. So, what can you do to help incorporate a healthier way of disconnecting from technology in your daily life? Well, let's take a look at some tips and figure out what you can do. Well, the first thing when you're talking about disconnecting from technology is to make sure that you start your mornings right with a uh, digital well-being check, meaning that when you wake up in the morning, you're not immediately hopping on your smart devices. You're not doing yoga like pictured here, but you're getting into a mindset where you're not just hopping out of bed and you're grabbing your smartphone for the first time. You're taking stock of maybe exercising, or maybe you just get out of bed if you don't exercise and you shower, get dressed, and get your morning routine out of the way before you make sure or make before you get in the mindset of, well, golly, let me see what I'm going on. With a digital detox, you want to work towards a mentality of not FOMO, which is fear of missing out, but what you want is JOMO, which is the joy of missing out on your tech devices. You're not going to miss anything if you don't respond to that email as quickly as you think you should, or if you check to see what's going on social media. It's all going to be there. So you definitely need to start your mornings off right and just do a digital wellness check or break down how you're not going to get on your tech devices in the morning. So another thing to think about is when you are trying to disconnect from your tech is to, as your parent, is to make sure that you're setting the example with your kids when it comes to technology use. True enough, kids are addicted to their tech devices, but a lot of times kids get that information from you. So it's important as parents that you set the tone when it comes to technology use in your household to ensure that they're not following suit by getting on their technology devices. On top of that, as far as disconnecting for your tech, you want to create tech free zones in your household to ensure that your kids and your family members know where they can use technology and where they can't use technology. Tech free zones sometimes can include the bedroom, but that's not always feasible because in when it comes to using technology, the bedroom is where we've got our smartphones and we're allowing them to charge overnight. So, other tech free zones that you can look at are places like your dining room where you have meals and you don't allow technology there. Maybe if you're riding in the car with your kids, you're not allowing technology to take place on long, well, short distance trips so that kids can understand and interact with you as parents to ensure that you're having decent conversations. Um, but tech free zones are great. Parents, maybe you can have tech in your bedrooms, but kids for sure do not need any form of technology in the bedroom because it definitely causes problems with disruption with your kids and their mental well being as far as devices are concerned. Another thing that you can look at is creating tech free weekends. So, a tech free Saturday or a set it out on Sunday would be a good option for you to look at when you're talking about your technology use in the house. Uh, Tech free Saturdays and set it down Sundays are good examples where you can say, well, we're not going to deal with technology anymore. We're going to make sure that um, we are going to include our family and make sure that we're doing family free or family tech free activities that are going to ensure that build a closer bond. Set it down Sundays and tech free Saturdays are um, a good way to get into that year long mindset of ensuring that you are limiting your technology use. So consider those options as far as disconnecting from your tech. Something else to consider too is um, use instead of eating meals in front of your family. I don't know why I paused there. I'm like, what do I think of? But no, instead of eating meals in front of your tech devices, again, create another tech free zone, but think about meal or eating meals without being in front of the TV or in being in front of your smart device because it's a good way to make sure that you are disconnecting from those tech devices. Now, another thing to think about is nature. Nature is probably one of the biggest things that you can do in order to get away from your technology. So it doesn't mean that you do have to do a high powered walk or run on a beach like this couple's doing, but you want to use nature as a way to disconnect from your technology devices. If you go out for a walk or a run, or sometimes, and people don't even think about this because we include our tech devices in our vehicles, is that go for a drive and just use your tech device to listen to music. Don't spend the time scanning and constantly being on your phone. Uh, Make sure that you are using technology responsibly and just get out of the house because sometimes that is what causes problems with technology. Other things that you want to do with your tech devices is to make sure that you are turning off alerts for all of your devices. If you've got your alerts turned on from your devices, you are going to have a fear of missing out. And so all of those dings and beeps that occur from your smartphone are going to cause you to become a little bit more plugged in tune to your device as far as making sure that those devices is off. And another thing, make sure that on your Android and on your iPhone that you do pay attention to the digital time or the digital smart time that those devices report back and let you know how long you're spending using technology. Because if you become a little bit more conscious about how often you're using technology, it's going to be a lot easier for you to figure out that you need to disconnect from those tech devices. But don't make disconnecting from your tech a hard chore. It really doesn't have to be that much of an effort from disconnecting from your tech devices. You just need to make sure that when you are disconnecting from tech, that you are just trying to pull away from those devices a little bit more every day and include some real-time interaction with your family and friends. You definitely don't want a household where your kids are constantly on their tech devices. You want them to have a good balance. You want to have a good, healthy balance with your technology, and just ensure that you are using it in a way where your technology isn't consuming your life, that it's enhancing your life and making things a lot better for you. So, if you're going to attempt to do the global day of unplugging, you can take the challenge to make sure that and see if you can disconnect from your tech devices from a 24-hour period. But doesn't mean you have to. Just means that you are getting into the mindset that you're trying to be a little bit more cognizant of how you use your technology. So with that said, if you've got comments or questions about how to use the technology or how to disconnect from your tech, leave them in the comment section below. Love to hear from you to find out ways that I can help you disconnect from your tech and help limit your technology use. Now, with every video, I always ask that if you like this video, be sure to comment, like, and share with people that you know that struggle with technology in their life or any tech thing. So my whole purpose with every video is to open you up to a whole new world of ideas and experiences when it comes to your technology. I love technology. I've read all the manuals, and I'm serious about making technology fun, safe, and easy to use for everyone. So take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile, and thanks for watching.